They've all been lying and pretending these are narcotics and Trump.
They're lying. Okay, where's the argument that they're
the right people and stuff? This is insane. This is insane.
Where's the argument they're not lying?
Okay.
Show me the evidence. He's actually so holy shit. He's so stupid. Where's the evidence? How do people not understand like the process or procedure that it's actually kind of like, it's not even important, it's paramount. Like without process or procedure, you literally have nothing. I don't understand how people don't realize it. This is the equivalent to when, I think was it Valkyrie? Or was it somebody else? Like, do you remember like 8 years ago? I think it was Valkyrie. She tweeted out something like, I just can't believe that there's like a defense attorney that's going to defend this. And it's like, what a thing to say. Like, wow, you're so smart. Why even bother with court at all? We could just tell immediately who's guilty and who's not guilty. It's so stupid.
This is Asmongold covering Kyle Kalinske.
This guy.
Oh yeah, did you come in here because I sent you that DM? Or did you come in here because... Oh my god, you're here because you like my vibes. It's so cute. Sorry.
This guy crashed out about, I guess this is like a clip that I did. I am apparently the dumbest person to him.
One of the things that's been driving me crazy more and more lately is when you have people who have large audiences who don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but they're just desperate to start giving their political takes and opinions.
Okay.
Because look, you do a massive disservice. You have this...
Oh my god, dude, when Ichido, for people in chat who knows who Ichido is, Ichido, this motherfucker who is a commentary community person who only covered drama and shit, he started covering the fucking political shit after all the fucking crazy political shit, and because the drama well has like fucking dried up, so he has to find other ways to make money and shit. Bro, when he was like fucking sucking on like Kirk's dead dick, okay, and constantly throttling Trump at every given turn. Oh my god, dude. It's like, what the fuck do you know about politics in any way? Jesus.
Giant audience of people who follow you, and if you're out there...
The disservice is disagreeing.
Spreading false notions of politics. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. The best example of this is fucking Joe Rogan, who doesn't know his ass from his elbow, but he was at the inauguration. He gave Trump a softball interview. He gave J.D. Vance a softball interview. Fucking hot...
Didn't give you an interview. I can see why you're mad.
Stone massages every billionaire in the country on his show regularly. But then he'll go on his show and, so, who, me, bro? I'm just like a centrist. I'm like, I'm not...
You really got him,
I'm sort of above the fray and stuff. Like, whatever. He tries to do this enlightened centrist bit. Meanwhile, he's like...
I thought this was about me. Let's get to the part about me.
On the Trump train, quite literally. So... he's a great example of it. But another one is Asmongold. Asmongold, he's been getting more and more political. And I hear this. I just want to shove my nuts in a waffle iron when I hear this shit. Because, like, what are you saying? What are you saying? You know you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
You know you don't know what you're talking about.
Great.
But he does it anyway. So here he is giving his theory.
Okay, so here, all right, here we go. This is me talking. All right, let's...
Another fucking issue is that, like... Actually, no, never mind. I was going to say
find out.
Stupid.
About how, the Democrats, they've been so radicalized that the Republicans...
Asmongold's political takes feel right most of the time, and that's what I find dangerous. Feel right? Like... Well, I mean, he always tries to connect it. Like, one thing I kind of notice Asmongold doing is that he always connects it to, like common sense, like, kind of shit, right? Which is why he's like one of these, like, fucking MAGA common sensors, where he says, oh yeah, it's common sense for you to do this. If the protesters say, shoot ICE, then therefore ICE has the right to shoot and gun these people down, right? Like, that's something he unironically said. So yeah, like, because he says that, oh yeah, they are presenting a credible threat because they are announcing that they are going to, like, they're trying to enact violence against ICE by saying shoot ICE, right? But in actuality, like, is any of these people actually gonna shoot ICE? Like, is any of them has brought a gun and pointing it at ICE? Is that happening? So it's like, I don't know. It's stupid.
The poor put upon Republicans, they're just like reacting to what the insane Democrats are doing. I'm not kidding. That's his actual argument. Let's watch.
This is I think it is a unique Democrat.
And I think that Asmongold knew during that clip. I think Asmongold knew during that clip that there was no actual danger towards ICE because ICE was the one with their weapons out. ICE was the one with their weapons out, and the protesters chanting like "shoot ICE." Like, how are they gonna? Yeah, it's stupid.
Problem. Now, when a Republican does something bad, here's the big difference, right? It's not that Republicans don't do anything bad, but when a Republican does something bad, everybody generally says, "Oh, okay, that's really bad." But the problem is that Democrats look.
Guys, we have to go deeper, okay? This is Destiny and Foodshops reacting to Asmongold, reacting to Kyle Kalinske, reacting to Asmongold, dude.
To try to, like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't matter that much. Who cares?
Oh, he mad. Now do you understand why I said this made me want to shove my nuts in a waffle iron?
Great argument. You know what?
You didn't even let him finish his argument. Also, like, it's kind of funny that Asmongold says this, considering how Asmongold never lets other people finish their argument. Like he does this constantly as well. It's like, oh, now do you guys see? And because he expects the audience to get what he's talking about constantly. But,
that I never saw it this way whenever I said it, but now that you say that you want to put your dick in a waffle iron, I completely agree with you. Actually, was wrong. Yeah, I was totally wrong.
Homie literally said,
yes,
when a Republican does something bad, other Republicans could be like, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, generally, I think true. I think it's more true than for Democrats. I'm sure there's exceptions, but I think it's generally true. Yeah.
That might actually be the least true thing I've ever heard in my life. That is somehow the most false thing I've ever heard in my
so the argument is no. Got it.
entire life.
Okay.
Asmongold, bro.
Great argument.
Let me just tell, let's just go with Elon Musk. What did Elon do when he was running Doge? You guys all know this. How many times have I given you the list?
All right.
He cut pediatric cancer research. Not a single Republican came out, not a single fucking Republican came out and criticized him for cutting child cancer research.
Has it ever occurred to you that maybe the research was done in a way that was bad?
But what's the evidence, Asmon? Like, where's the evidence? You're just assuming that you're just assuming that the fraud is there, but like, there's no documented evidence. There's nothing. After all this time, there's nothing.
Like, every time that people say something like this, the implication is that, oh, they're curing cancer or something like that. This is bullshit. Yeah. And also on top of that, yeah, just because you're doing research doesn't mean that it's a good allocation.
Name one Rumble streamer who deserves a nomination. Asmongold says Nick. Who the fuck is Nick? Fuentes? No way, right?
Of government money? What if the research that you're doing is problematic? What if the research is not funded properly? What if you're getting too much money? There are all of these questions. It's like basically doing cancer research is not an immediate and infinite get out of jail free card from any degree of accountability and any amount of government oversight. What a crazy thing to say. But it's for cancer kids. Okay, great emotional argument. We love that. It's optics? Yeah, it's just optics. It's just the way that it sounds. Because the idea of,
what the fuck, bro? Dude.
Oh my God, he's cutting research for cancer kids. Oh no! That's...
You know what? I fully support Kyle Kalinske despite his brain-dead IVP takes. I support Kyle Kalinske going after Asmongold completely, okay? Oh my God, please go after Asmongold. There's nobody going after him. Oh my God. No, sorry. No, there's plenty of people going after him, but there's nobody that would actually make Asmongold, like, pressed. There's nobody that actually presses Asmongold. I don't know, like, nothing, because it feels like, it oftentimes feels as though Hassan is the one that's constantly pressed all the time, and rightfully so, but, like, nobody is pressing Asmongold like Hassan, despite the fact that, Asmongold is more popular. Asmongold has more views. He's doing more harm to democracy objectively than Hassan is. But Hassan at the same time, whatever. It's just this shit is so stupid.
Sounds bad.
By the way, there was one of those things was literally a cure that worked.
Oh, okay. So we had a cure. Let's get this straight. We had a cure for cancer.
Do you think Asmongold is worse than Hassan? Easily. Yes. Without a doubt. It's not even close. I'm sorry. Let's just think about this, okay? Hassan, like, what does he do? He bots on Twitch, most likely. And he struggles to get any kind of audience outside of Twitch, in addition to him trying to make his channel successful, despite the fact that Asmongold is pulling in so much larger numbers, all right? And people only wish they had Asmongold's influence in shit like this, all right? Asmongold, whenever Asmongold, yeah, I don't know. It's just not even, I'm sorry, it's not even close. I don't even know why you're asking this question. I'm sorry, okay? If you don't agree with me, you're just wrong, okay?
We almost had it, but Donald Trump and Elon Musk turned it off. Okay, sure.
Would you do me a favor and tell Steven I'm getting him a little brother for Christmas DGGL?
Thank you for the $10, but listen, you get to DM him yourself, okay, if you feel that strongly about it, okay?
It was a gene editing thing that they used to stop leukemia. They tried it on somebody, it worked, he cut the fucking funding.
Okay. So it worked on one person. Which, again, I'm not even sure whether this is true. I don't have that. I don't have it in front of me. I don't remember this happening at all, by the way. But, like, okay, so we have one person it happened on.
But most research doesn't even get past, like, isn't it true that most medical research doesn't even get past, like, stages like that? What the fuck? Cancer research has been highly effective, contributing to a 33% decline in overall cancer death. Are we defining cancer research? Or are we talking about like this specific fucking research case? What the fuck? We're talking about overall, right? Cancer research has played a pivotal role. Oh, there's a study on cancer research. Cancer research is among the most heavily funded areas of science for obvious reasons. Thousands of original research articles on cancer are published annually. Blah, blah, blah. Most of them are proposals, but like I'm pretty sure, like I'll be really surprised if the effectiveness of cancer research is only determined based off of how many humans and how many like fucking actual people that it's been effective. That's insane to me. Yeah, that's insane to me. I don't know. Like obviously like Asmongold is like fucking crazy here, but waiting for Destiny to comment on Foodshops stream. Well, don't expect him to comment. He's just fucking being chilling, okay? He likes the sound of my voice.
What am I commenting on? Yeah, it's blood.
Sorry, what?
What am I commenting on?
I don't know. Like it seems like there's like this fucking Mitch motherfucker in DGG is saying like, oh well, I'm waiting for Destiny to comment on Asmongold on Foodshops stream or whatever. Bro, dude, if you're coming in here with the fucking thought process that you're expecting him to commentate on anything, bro, it's off stream hours for him. Okay, Jesus, can't a ninja have their not employment period or some shit? I don't fucking know. Or like after work shit. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Cool.
Thank you.
Cancer.
National Weather Service, which literally
Yeah, Mitch, know your place. You're not a part of the squad, blood.
led to deaths. It led to deaths. There
What?
was
Now put the fucking chat in the DG chat, loser.
a late warning that went out because he cut the National Weather Service, and you have these kids at a Christian sleepaway camp who died. He cut.
You cucked me? How? Oh, it is Fuentes? Oh, okay.
Okay. I live in Texas. Meteorologists say the National Weather Service did its job in Texas.
Oh, what the fuck? Living in Texas doesn't mean anything. Okay, good one.
Doge cut hundreds of jobs at the NWS, but experts who spoke to Wired says the
Dude. I live in Texas. Yeah, so does Tectone.
agency accurately predicted the state's weekend flood risk. These are meteorologists. If you don't know, that's a weather wizard. Those are people that understand the weather.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Sounds like some specific... And this is the thing, right? You give a specific example, and it falls apart.
I don't know, and you wouldn't tell Steven? What? Dude, bro, what? Okay, fine. Steven, super chat came in where the person said, would you do me a favor and tell Steven I'm getting him a little brother for Christmas?
Okay. Based.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, thank you.
Meals on Wheels.
Right.
He cut the.
Okay, listen, you guys are, for people who are here, not because of me, but because of Steven, all right? And you wouldn't be watching me otherwise, you're way too parasocial, okay? You're way too parasocial. You need help, okay? Like, you'd be the kind of people who would stalk I Show Speed everywhere because he shows up at random places announcing that he has PS5s that he wants to give out, okay? You guys are the people who are clinging onto the truck after he starts driving away, okay? And you're, like, getting yourself grievous injuries, slipping off the truck and hitting your fucking kneecaps, okay? I'm sorry, okay? You guys are the cringe lords, okay?
Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which is the anti-scam police. No.
And you know I'm right. Okay, stop. Like, there's no need to show me otherwise. Like, you know I'm right, okay? You know I'm right.
Good. They weren't doing their job. They obviously had no fucking idea what...
Like, tell your next Tinder date, if you can even get one. Tell your next Tinder date, oh yeah, I follow a streamer around even when he's not streaming because I love him so much. So I try to follow every single possible update that this person has. So then I am able to track exactly where this person is and exactly where they're going. Yeah, tell that to your next date, okay? If you can even get one. All right,
they were doing. The scams have been through the fucking roof. So yeah, wow. Well, let me get this straight. Okay, so there's a bureau of people that are supposed to stop scams. And you want to keep them on payroll? They suck.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't listening to Asmongold the entire time.
Republicans criticized any of these things. None of them. He fired 83,000 veterans. Nobody criticized it.
L to them for not knowing good content. Dude, these people are the only people who say, oh, I'm actually here for you. No, motherfucker, you're not here for me. You're only here for Steven. After I backstab him, you'll never be here again, okay?
Oh no, you can't fire veterans anymore. Didn't you know that? We're not allowed to fire veterans. Another emotional appeal.
He fired 250,000 government workers overall. Nobody fucking criticized.
Good. It should have been more.
criticized it
Jesus.
when he cut USAID, cutting off malaria medication from going to people who need it, HIV medication.
Oh, no. That's right. It's America's responsibility to pay for people that have HIV and AIDS in Africa.
Well, yeah, actually, that's how America does things. Interconnected countries trying to help each other is exactly how you secure global power and global hegemony. Like you don't become the number one country in the entire world by not participating in the entire world. That's not how it works. You can only improve your standing with the world if you go out and do nice things for other people. Like, that's just how it is. And in addition, it also helps us because by helping other countries prevent diseases on their end, you're also preventing diseases in your own fucking country when they fly over here for visits and vice versa. And even they don't even have to fly over there. It even like encounters transmissions between that specific region of the world with other countries, and then that country eventually making its way over to America, even if it's from an approved country. Unless you're telling me, oh, well, nobody goes in, nobody comes out, like North Korea, right? That's the only way you can probably like make an argument. I don't know. It's like the such like dumb way of thinking. Like, it's just like his common sense isn't very sense, even though it's common. I don't know. It's just so
That's
stupid.
right. Oh, yeah.
People have been dying in droves. They didn't.
Is he specifying in America or not? No, he's not. It's because it's not happening in America. He's right that USAID was funding the...
Another question I have is like, okay, do you not think that health premiums going up is going to affect people trying to seek treatment for HIV treatment in the United States? Like, because like is it just all these government cuts and all this like budget cuts and like fucking healthcare subsidies and shit? Like, when people's healthcare subsidies are going up, are they not also suffering when they have HIV or AIDS or some shit? Like somebody who was born with HIV, because the mother had HIV and they're seeking treatment not because of their own like fault, but simply just because of being born. Are they not like also not being affected by any of the government cuts? Okay, dude.
Lives of a number of people outside of America. This is absolutely true. And that's why a lot of people voted to get rid of it. It's because you have people here that are dying from lack of medical care. You have people here that don't have housing. And so why is it that we are allocating money and resources to stopping HIV and AIDS in countries that are not our own, but we're not able to keep houses?
Because that's how we become the number one country in the United States. Moron.
You want to talk about veterans? Why are there
YouTube is lagging? I don't know. I think I may have turned the latency a little bit higher. Is YouTube like stuttering? I don't think I see any dropped frames on my OBS.
Why are there any homeless veterans? Where is the priority list that a veteran ever gets outranked?
Like what exactly does this lag look like, right?
By a person in Africa. That's not the place that I'd want to live in. I'll tell you that. That's crazy to me.
No lag? Okay.
Fucking criticize
once or twice. Once or twice is nothing. That's not, you can't draw a pattern from that, okay? I'm sorry. That could be YouTube itself, YouTube server itself, or it could be your own internet, like most likely, okay?
Of course, because I agree with it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying not to sound mean, okay? I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just, listen, okay?
I agree with it. Good call. W.
Your minds, and that's just Elon. I didn't even mention Trump.
Which, by the way, and also all these examples here that he's given are policy decisions and not actual violence. I was discussing things like Charlie Kirk and Jay Jones in the clip. And so he's misinterpreted what I've said, and he's even making an argument that doesn't even make sense in the context of what I said. So not only did you get the argument wrong, but to the extent that you're making your other argument, that one's also wrong.
Trump has been bombing random dinghy fishing boats with innocent people in them.
Well, dude, I sure love content of Asmongold trying to disprove and refute Kyle Kulinski's arguments, even though Kyle Kulinski is far more knowledgeable. Like, I wish I had this level of confidence. I wish I had the level of confidence that Asmongold has to think, well, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to go and disprove Kyle Kulinski, someone who spends their entire career essentially doing commentary on politics. Someone who has
commentary.
Thank you, Stephen. Yes, like someone who does farmer like for as much as I disagree with Kyle Galinsky or with his like fucking dem snarking behavior, what exactly is he wrong on Asmongold? Dude, Asmongold is just so confident on like all of this shit. It's so crazy to me.
How do you know that? You really
Well,
think?
like commentary.
Nice, good one, Steven. Thank you.
What about the submarine? Was that a fishing submarine too? Do you really think that they're blowing up? Really think that they're fishing boats? This is an innocent fishing submarine. Don't you guys have those? With 4 motors on them. Yeah, and by the way, so let me get this straight. So the UN...
I don't have an issue with Trump blowing up a boat. I have an issue with Trump blowing up a boat and then glorifying it on social media. That is unhinged to me. I think that, like, for example, I'm pretty sure, like, bro, if you're Obama and you have to make the call to make a drone strike or some shit, like, do your shit, okay? Like, you want to make you want to make the call, fine, do that, okay? But I think it's unhinged to post it on social media as if it's like a fucking live leaks video. That's unhinged.
A martini, shaken, not stirred.
Summon the Blue Eyes Foodshops.
Yo, thank you, Silver King, for the $2. I appreciate that.
U.S. government can read a license.
Guys, you guys should donate.
That's a good ass. That's a good meme.
Huh? What meme?
Posted a link in chat.
Oh. Is this AI? Nice, good one.
Probably.
You stole this from an artist. SMH. Kidding. It is a good meme. Thanks.
License plate with a satellite from outer space, but you think that...
Aw, Steven is telling me about shit that he's posting onto his own fucking social media pages. Isn't that cute, guys? Dude, he's like a normal person trying to show off cool shit to someone he likes. It's so cute.
A Twitter post that said that the people were innocent is more accurate than that. Sure.
And nobody on the right has been criticizing it at all.
Because they agree with it, because it's the right thing to do. It is. Absolutely. Blow up the boats. Without even a question. How could you be against that? I mean, these are people that are trying to bring...
fucking retarded.
What?
Why are you listening to this guy? Holy shit, he's so fucking stupid.
I don't know. This is like at some point I covered... Did you know that Asmongold covered me at some point? On one video?
Nice.
Yeah. Like I can't believe... I don't know. Like, I think I covered him consistently, like, every day in the past. But then I stopped doing it because it was like I was getting pissed too often, basically. But yeah, anyway.
Thugs to our country that are going to kill our people.
I don't know.
If I saw...
Yeah, like I was just like getting angry every day because I was just like I found out that I wasn't actually having a good time covering Asmongold because he would just piss me off. But
I saw somebody running at my house with a bomb, I would want to shoot them before they got to my house. I wouldn't want to try to apprehend them, arrest them, and try to put them through a whole process. No, you just...
I think now I'm in a better place considering how I've covered all that.
Shoot them in the interstate? Would you shoot them on the interstate? Asmongold, it's so fucking retarded. Imagine having a fucking 2-mile sniper rifle. You have a fucking 50 caliber on your roof sniping some dude 10 miles away from your home. And you're like, what was he doing? It's like, I had to shoot him. I think he was on the way to my house.
Well, is that not what the Korean rooftop people did? That was a joke, by the way. Okay. Because they love to bring up Korean rooftop people.
Fucking shoot him. And he'd do the same thing.
They've all been lying and pretending these are narco-terrorists and Trump...
They're lying. Okay, where's the argument that they're...
killing the right people and stuff. This is insane. This is insane.
Where's the argument they're not lying,
okay,
you fucking
that's a good
retard?
argument.
Show me the evidence. He's actually so fucking retarded. Holy shit. He's so stupid. Where's the evidence? How do people not understand, like, the process or procedure that it's actually kind of like, it's not even important, it's paramount. Like, without process or procedure, you literally have nothing. I don't understand how people don't realize it. This is the equivalent to when, I think it was it Valkyrie? Or was it somebody else? Like, do you remember, like, 8 years ago? I think it was Valkyrie. She tweeted out something like, I just can't believe that there's like a defense attorney that's going to defend this rapist. And it's like, what a retarded fucking thing to say. Like, wow, you're so smart. Why even bother with fucking court at all? We could just tell immediately who's guilty and who's not guilty. It's so stupid.
That's See, that's the issue because I'm not even sure whether or not Asmongold even believes any of this. Because whenever it comes to streamer allegations, Asmongold is always like, "Oh, let's wait for the evidence. Let's wait for the evidence." Like he's so much more careful when it comes to like interpersonal shit, I guess. But then the moment that it comes to politics, he's just like, "Oh yeah, we all know who's wrong. We all know who's right." I don't even know. Like, do you even think he believes in this at all?
It wouldn't surprise me. It's consistent with the rest of the stupid shit that he believes in.
Okay, but I'm just like, okay, do you believe people when people say Asmongold is like stupid?
Stupid? He's not stupid, but nobody likes how I define smart or stupid, so I don't know.
Because in my opinion, I think he's actually pretty smart. The way that he navigates, yeah, because the way that he navigates drama, like for example, when the first Mizkif Adriana Lee situation happened, Asmongold was asking the right questions. He was asking the right questions. He knew exactly like, oh well, we're not really making any progress, like fucking prattling over this. Like I know exactly which questions to ask. But then now it seems like he's like just completely dumbed down. Like maybe it's the death of his parents that caused this, but I don't fucking know, dude. But yeah, I don't know. Like I hold him to a way higher standard than other people hold him because when Asmongold fans try to defend him, it's always like, well, he's just memeing. He's just casual. He's laughing and smiling, and you're always angry. So which means he's right. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Why they're not narco-terrorists? Yeah, no, I'm sure the fishing submarine. It was just a bunch of, like poor innocent Venezuelans who were just trying to get by, and they only had enough money to cobble together for one submarine. And you know what they say, right? You got to fish where the fish are. And so they had to go underwater to get the fish.
What the fuck?
Even if they were.
Okay. So even if they were, right? Okay. So now we've already shifted. We've already shifted from, no, there's no way this is the case. But if it was the case, okay, here we go.
Trafficking narcotics, the penalty is not instant death. Are you?
Yeah, it is. True. And if it's not, it should
be.
How about that?
What?
And if it's not, it should be. Oh my god.
Well, I didn't know that he was such a big supporter of the Chinese Communist Party, okay? Yeah, good one.
Are you ridiculous?
Oh my. Yeah, why not?
For context, the CCP is notorious for executing drug traffickers. Which never stopped the trafficking of drugs in the first place. But there was once this tourist that went abroad into China carrying like substances, and he got executed for like a complete nothing burger bag of weed. So yeah.
Really? Why not? Who's gonna stop us? Yeah, exactly. Fuck them.
What?
Can I read a story to you?
Sure.
This is retarded. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Never mind, actually. Wait. Do you know who Olivia Newsy is?
No. Text.
She was a political reporter, and she had some kind of sexting affair with RFK Jr.
Okay. And then?
All right, fuck it. This was her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. Ready?
Okay.
Olivia had just returned from a reporting trip, at least that's what she told me it was, and her Herschel backpack, the one with the flap that never quite closed properly, was tossed beside our bed, its contents scattered on the floor. That's when I noticed the sheets of Kimpton Hotel stationery that would alter the course of our lives. It's surreal now to think back to that room, the one overlooking the courtyard garden that became a metaphor for our decade-long entanglement. It was dazzling during spring's full bloom and foreboding when winter stripped all signs of life. And lurking underground, way in the back, was the invasive bamboo, which grows like a cancer, and, if not tamed, would march through the entire courtyard and kill everything. I spent hours hacking at the sprouts to keep the bamboo at bay, just as I had with all the secrets that Olivia and I had shared. I tried to poison the roots, cut off the supply of water and nutrients, and repair the underground wall meant to halt their advance. I should have known that it was futile, and that, at some point, the bamboo would take over the garden, and that's all anyone would see. I could still picture the hotel paper and reporting notepads spilling into the walk-in closet, where a year earlier I had spent an afternoon on my knees carefully arranging scores of her boots, high heels, sneakers, and slippers on an enormous shoe rack. Olivia almost cried when she saw the results. "Nobody has ever done anything like that for me," she said. It's tempting now to forget those moments, to see it as a lost decade, and to cast her as a cartoon villain. After all, she deceived me for a year and smeared me with false allegations. And not just little lies, but big, fantastical falsehoods. Blackmail. Former child actor, Olivia always had a keen sense for the dramatic. She orchestrated a plot with the help of a senior Trump official to try to have me imprisoned, and now she's written what appears to be a largely fictitious and self-serving account about it all. So yes, I have reason to be annoyed, maybe even a little angry. However, despite my many faults, I recognize the pitfalls of relying on anger as the fuel for accountability. Those who cling to thinking, he abused me, he struck me, he defeated me, he robbed me, never still their hatred, the Buddha said. Hold on. Those who cling to thinking, he abused me, he struck me, he defeated me, he robbed me, never still their hatred, the Buddha said. So, as I unspool this strange tale over the coming days, I'll do my best not to let anger or pettiness guide me, and I hope you, dear reader, will hold me to that. I've resisted writing about these events partly because the last year turned out to be one of the happiest of my life, both professionally and personally. As the media industry crumbled, I went independent with this modest endeavor, Telos News, which has been the most gratifying experience of my career. I also met the most extraordinary woman I've ever known, someone whose beauty, inside and out, takes my breath away. Every day, I marvel at my impossible luck that she loves me back. We just celebrated our first year together. So why revisit the ugly Olivia saga that seems like it's from another lifetime? Why get dragged back into this tabloid mess? Why not just let the sordid history dissolve into the past and move on to covering far more important things? Silence was my preference. And Olivia seemed to agree. Last year, she asked to negotiate a non-disclosure agreement. Earlier this year, she sent a message to me via a mutual friend. "I will never talk about any of this again, and I hope you will do the same." I'm not sure if she delivered that before or after she had a publication date for her book, arranged a Vanity Fair excerpt, and secured a profile in the New York Times. Either way, it wasn't true, and, unfortunately, silence no longer seems advisable or even possible. Amor fati, the Stoics advised, love your fate. I have admired that sentiment more than I have practiced it, but that's the spirit that will guide this series of posts. You have one life, so find beauty and humor and wisdom, even in the seemingly darkest and most embarrassing chapters. Besides, like bamboo, the truth has a way of forcing itself out into the open. And in this case, the true story is more bizarre and ultimately more illuminating about politics and media and love than anything I've ever covered, let alone experienced. I stooped to retrieve the papers from the floor and noticed her handwriting on the hotel stationery, which I stacked on her desk. By this point, I was used to cleaning up Olivia's messes. Not that long ago, I had helped her untangle herself from an unusual relationship with Keith Olbermann, the former MSNBC host. She had messaged him out of the blue. They started talking, and soon after, she fled her unhappy home in suburban New Jersey and started living with Keith in Manhattan. He paid for her to attend college, outfitted her in Tom Ford and Harvey Lager dresses, and some $15,000 worth of Cartier jewelry. Later, he covered her rent and furnished her apartment in a dormant building in the West Village. While Keith, who was 34 years older, was generous, there were strings attached. Olivia had concealed the relationship from me and other friends, but one day she told me everything. Too much, actually. Together, we hatched a plan for her escape. And she had done something similar for me when she helped me untangle myself from a messy situation at the New Yorker, where I worked for 10 years. Her enemies became my enemies, and vice versa. When friends asked why I never responded to Keith's public attacks on me and Olivia, I explained that she had felt stalked by Keith after she left him, and we had a strict policy of never engaging with him. Likewise, Olivia despised David Remnick, editor of The New Yorker, on my behalf. She once chased after him at a magazine awards event, screaming, "You're a coward!" We had both been through a lot in a short period: the death of her father, sexual harassment from Trump aides, my divorce, the Keith situation, David firing me, and the cycles of breaking up and getting back together again. It was a turbulent time. Our relationship was improbable in so many ways, but every time it survived its own contradictions and weathered another storm, we took it as a sign of strength and a shared fate. As we exited that era, Olivia wrote me a note reflecting on all that we've made it through together, end quote. Sometimes, she said, I feel like I've lived 100 lives, and when I look back, the only really sad ones, even if nothing particularly sad occurred, were the ones before I found you. Now, the dark clouds had passed, and we were enjoying a period of tranquil domesticity. We moved into a 3-story townhouse in Georgetown, where we hosted intimate dinners and threw parties for our friends in media and politics. Jesus, hold on.
Jesus. Lauren is calling, dude.
Olivia wanted to get married in the next few years. Before I'm old, she would say, meaning 30, and our Georgetown chapter was a test run for whether that might work. I politely demurred whenever the subject came up and spent my free time in the garden tinkering with fountains and battling the bamboo. There were also new pressures on us. We were under contract to write a book about the presidential campaign. The primaries were in full swing, and it felt like we were falling behind on our project. But there was one bright spot. Olivia was spending more and more time in South Carolina from where she had just returned, which was a good thing, I thought, considering how politically important the state was. In the fall, she had published in New York Magazine a profile of a long-shot but intriguing presidential candidate, and he continued to be a helpful source. Maybe this book would come together after all. It was early March. I looked out the window at the garden and noticed the first flowers blooming. Then, squinting, I also thought I saw some new shoots of bamboo. I would have to go get the machete. But one mess at a time, as I tidied up the desk, something on the Kimpton stationery caught my eye. I started to read. If I swallowed every drop of water from the tower above your house, Olivia had written, I would still thirst for you. Unfortunately, the lack of a water tower on our Georgetown home's roof ruled me out as the note's intended recipient. I flipped to another page and saw a name and the first line of an unfinished love letter to him that included enough details to confirm a physical relationship and the hint of some kind of falling out. My heart stopped when I realized who he was. He was a famous politician, 32 years older than Olivia, and well known for a sex scandal. But more importantly, he was a presidential candidate, a source, and the subject of Olivia's recent profile for New York. I started to build a mental map of the potential blast zone, ticking through the concentric circles of our lives that her recklessness could shatter. The privacy of my children, the wedding Olivia was pressuring me to plan, her journalism career, our book project. I was not a perfect partner, but the scale of Olivia's betrayal was devastating. She had an affair with someone who would provide the maximum level of humiliation and personal and professional ruin, perhaps for both of us. She later explained to me that she'd become infatuated with him after their interview, that she couldn't get him out of her head, and that as her obsession intensified, she sent him increasingly risque pictures and texts, secretly followed him on the campaign trail when she told me she was out covering other candidates, and fantasized about a rendezvous, which she consummated at his home in South Carolina one night after she went dark on me and made up a story about how she was dealing with a crisis concerning her sick mother. I was sure our relationship was over, and certainly our book project was dead. She had crossed a journalistic red line. How could we write a book about the presidential campaign if Olivia had a sexual relationship with one of the candidates? I looked at the date of her aborted letter to Mark, March 5th, 2020, just a few days ago. I called my agent. We have a big problem, I said. Olivia is sleeping with Mark Sanford.
Wait, was that the end?
Yep.
I mean, it was poetic. I mean, it was a little bit cringe at times, but I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with it. What's your thoughts? Like you read all of that.
What? Pretty memes. This
What,
one got
the
around, I
fuck,
guess.
bro? You read all of it in such a enthusiastic fucking audiobook manner, and you have
Basically,
no
everybody knew that
thoughts?
this woman had an affair with RFK Jr. He's writing a whole thing recounting what sounds like him discovering the affair with RFK Jr. And then at the very end,
Yeah.
he reveals that one of the letters he found, it wasn't RFK Jr., it was another person too. We knew she had an affair with RFK Jr., but she apparently also had an affair with Mark Sanford, who is a Republican congressman. And who the fuck knows who else she had an affair with.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. I guess that's pretty cool. You know what? I think you have a nice rating voice. If your streamer career, yeah, if your streamer career ever goes down the drain, you know, you can make it as an audiobook reader, I think. You have all the audio equipment as well, so.
My God, we're only 24 seconds into a 2-minute clip. I don't know if I can fucking get through
I'm
this.
only 3 minutes into his clip.
Foodshops wasn't even paying attention. Wow. Okay, would you like me to pay attention to paragraph number 43 for you? Wow, that's crazy, isn't it? You probably haven't even remembered it.
Either.
I don't know if I might like fucking have an aneurysm on air.
Like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't matter that much. Who cares? And I think that has radicalized a lot of people. And I'll view that, and we can contrast this now. Which you remember whenever they had all those text message leaks, and it was all those young Republican people talking about how much they like Hitler, and nobody really cared about that anymore. And the reason why, it's because left-wing people have established basically a standard, and now right-wing people are living up to it.
He flipped the truth exactly on its head.
Okay.
This is insane. It's been the exact opposite. My entire adult life, it's been the opposite. There was literally a slogan that the Democrats had about how much we're pussies. Michelle Obama came out and said, when they go low, we go high. That dominated a generation of Democratic thought.
True. Oh my God, Truth Nuke.
Then why'd you guys burn down all this stuff in BLM?
What the fuck? No way. Oh no. In comparison to January 6th? And all the other shit? What? And the fucking Michigan elector scheme? And the governor, like, the governor, planned governor kidnapping for Michigan? And everything? Bro, that's crazy, bro. Oh my God.
Why'd you burn down the Teslas? That doesn't sound like going high.
Wow, burning down the Teslas. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Maybe getting high, but not going high. So because Michelle Obama said something, now everything that Democrats do is automatically good.
No, it's because Michelle Obama adhered to a very formal standard that no longer exists in politics. And to continually adhere to that standard is political suicide at this point. But it's okay. Okay, I know that Asmongold doesn't understand political analysis. So I get it.
Well, why didn't I think of that?
You've been
they
doing
go low,
that.
we go high.
Yeah.
And then what happened? The Republicans decided to shatter the filibuster record under Obama. Obama literally came out and said, I'm going to propose your idea.
Asmongold deserves to be curb stomped, and at this point I wouldn't even be sad if it happened. Wait, from what I remembered in the past, isn't RTBA supposed to be a right-winger? Did he, like, change to a left-winger at some point? Or is it just simply he's a right-winger but he hates Trump? Like, does anybody know? Because I remember back then when he was supposed to be, like, the one person who was, like, the fucking conservative in the chat. Yeah? Oh, okay. Cool.
Ideas, Republicans.
No.
I'm going to do the things you say you love.
Yes, I love saying the N-word, foodie shopper. You got me. Yeah, that doesn't resemble anything. We all love saying the N-word. That makes no sense.
I'm going to do a healthcare plan that came from the Heritage Foundation, a right-wing think tank, and Mitt Romney, the Republican, did it in Massachusetts as the governor. I'm going to do your plan.
Uh-huh.
And Republicans had previously all supported this plan.
I think the Republicans treated Obama too harshly, too. Honestly, I generally agree with this.
Then say it. I already have a warning on my fucking YouTube channel, okay? I'm not here to get any more.
I think
Jesus.
Republicans, like, they stopped them from appointing Merrick Garland as Supreme Court Justice, which I think Obama did have the purview to do. And throughout his entire tenure as being president, that did happen. Like, I mean, he's right about this. Yeah, absolutely.
Obama proposed it. We're against it. We're against it. How dare you?
I think the ACA was bullshit. And I think that the best way to tell that the ACA was bullshit is that all these different insurance companies had their fucking stock go way up after it got passed.
Wow. Wait, all these insurance companies had their stock go way up after it passed. That doesn't mean anything, though. That doesn't mean anything. People guess all the time. It doesn't mean, like, for example, if Dogecoin was going up, there's probably a fucking rug pull coming. Gun company stocks go up after a school shooting. that doesn't mean that we need more school shootings. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, dude. Oh my god. Also, it's really nice of you to say that the ACA is bullshit when you're most likely not on the ACA, nor will ever be ever again due to the amount of wealth that you have right now. So, very nice. Okay.
The Affordable Care Act, the Obamacare, was the main thing that Obamacare was caring for were the insurance companies and private healthcare companies. It was mandatory welfare.
He's so fucking retarded.
Dude, that's what I've been saying. Like, it's kind of crazy that he has like the fucking the bravery to cover an entire Kyle Kalinske video. An entire Kyle Kalinske video.
I was gonna say that earlier. That was pretty brave of him to have no actual back, but he's just
background.
He's just a machine.
Yeah.
Like, look at how nice. It's like religion, kind of. The nice thing about religion is religion solves ethics for you, the entire field of ethics, top to bottom. It gives you all the answers. It solves metaphysics for you. It tells you the nature of all reality. And it solves epistemology for you. It tells you like where does all of truth and knowledge come from. It gives you like every major school of philosophy is solved to be religious. If you do MAGA, all of your stuff is also kind of like solved such that you can have the confidence to wade through anything. You're given like policy direction on everything, like anything related to Democrats, it's bad, evil, it's for illegal immigrants, it's not, authoritarian, whatever bullshit. You feel like you can talk about like other commentators because you can very easily box them in as like whatever else, like Kyle Kalinske, bad communist socialist, or, libtard progressive. Like, it gives you all the answers to everything, and it's like a substitution for thinking, and it's pathetic. Yeah, it's just the fact that you feel like just listening to like, I would love to listen to him break down literally anything. I've known so many people that work on like the administration side of like research, and listening to all of like the fucking hoops that they have to jump through, the emails, the grant seeking process, like all of this bullshit that they have to jump through for government money, to listen to fucking like sub-degenerate retards like this guy, where a roach could crawl in one ear and out the other and do no damage, to listen to this guy say that the government money is just free when you do research, like you don't have to do anything to earn it, they just give it to you. It's like I would want like explain from start to finish. It doesn't have to be with executive. Just what do you think it looks like to get a government grant for research? What do you even think that process is? Or for him to say like the ACA only helps insurance companies, what do you think the ACA is? What do you think it's for? What do you mean only helps insurance companies? Who is it supposed to help? Like, should it just go to just like straight to the hospital? Like, what do you think the process would even look like? Like, what do you even say? He's not even saying anything. It's just retarded.
No, I mean, there is no justification for his ignorance either, considering how he literally came from a place where he admits to having food stamps and spending his food stamps on like soda and shit. And now that he is rich, now that he has money, he no longer has to care about that, and he gets to blame all the poor people for it. So yeah, I don't know.
For those companies, it was a joke.
Pretty crazy.
Now, the Republicans didn't want what I want, which is universal health care. They don't want that. However, what Obama did wasn't good either.
Wait, so I'm just like so curious. Like, would Asmongold accept a world where like Obamacare just never fucking existed in the first place? Dude, it's so crazy.
It's communist for us to do the healthcare plan that we came up with.
Yeah.
This is who we're dealing with.
Okay.
They broke the filibuster record.
Sure.
They fucking instantly
Also, again, I really hate, if there's anything that bothers me, I really hate Asmongold's humble appearance. The fact that he is able to funnel essentially a bunch of gamers in the entire world, because Asmongold is world famous and people oftentimes forget that. He is able to funnel entire generations of gamers to becoming far right-wingers and worshippers of Nick Fuentes is so scary to me. It's unhinged. Like when people ask me, well, do you think Hassan is worse or do you think Asmongold is worse? Stop. Hassan doesn't have access, that much of a big access to an outside audience anymore, outside of people using Twitch and people using Twitch to watch their favorite live streamer, because Twitch constantly pushes Hassan to the front page, right? Chances are you're going to be exposed to Asmongold far, far more. And in addition, Asmongold has a huge reach to an audience that doesn't normally engage with politics, which is the gamer audience. So the fact that he has this much of a huge reach, I don't know. It's just, he is scary. He is actually very scary, in my opinion. And it's not good.
The fact that he's what could be happening is, I wonder if Asmongold is going to start to leech fans from Hassan.
Oh, because of populist rhetoric?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Policy-wise, aside from like the immigration thing, they're pretty similar in a lot of respects.
Yeah, I mean, it's like two sides of the same coin, right? Like they both hate Americans. I mean, okay, no. I wouldn't say Asmongold hates Americans. He is a populist. He's just a populist. That's it. And they're both populists, so like they're probably gonna agree on a bunch of shit, right? Yeah. I mean, I wonder if that's the case, but I'm not entirely sure now anymore because I feel as though a lot of the most skeptical Hassan fans have already left, and what you have left are all the fucking addicted to Hassan people. But I'm not entirely sure. Who knows?
Rejected their own ideas. Obama would do things like cut small business taxes, and they would attack him for it, even though, again, that's their ideas. You want to talk about radicalized? 100% is the exact opposite. Democrats and liberals and leftists have been...
Yeah, no, for sure. People were negative about Obama. Yeah, definitely. I think that was stupid. It was stupid then. It's still stupid.
Radicalized by Republicans being so fucking insane. Trump tried to coup the government. Trump lost an election to Joe Biden, and then he did...
Well, he tried to coup the government twice. I consider January 6th and the electors scheme to be two entirely different things. In addition to all the other... Thing. Oh, no. I mean, like, it's two different attempts at coupping,
it was
right?
The same attempt.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, no. I think you're right. Because if Mike Pence didn't if Mike Pence didn't certify the vote, then therefore they would hoping that there would be enough ambiguity to declare him to be the winner. Okay, no, you're right. It's the same one. Fuck, yeah. Okay.
Fake elector slates, which was illegal, by the way, but he fucking got away with it.
Yes.
Then they had January 6th, the violence at January 6th. Even after the violence, Trump was still making...
Oh, to backtrack? No, how is it to backtrack? It's me just admitting that I'm wrong. Like, what the fuck? It's so crazy that you guys would say, why don't you just admit that people are wrong? Like, why don't you admit when you're wrong? Well, I'm admitting that I'm wrong, and I'm being punished for it. Like, what the fuck? That's fucked up.
Phone call saying, don't certify Joe Biden.
And this is the difference between, I think, a lot of liberals and people like me. Like, leftists like this will bend over backwards to justify why it was actually a good thing that we spent an entire year burning down AutoZones, looting 7-Elevens, and destroying every city during BLM. They'll bend over backwards justifying why it's actually a good thing that you're destroying Teslas, or why it's a good thing that you had people that were, like Jay Jones, who's tweeting.
Yeah, but none of this is the same magnitude, not even close. Also, it's kind of funny, Jay Jones, if Jay Jones is the text message person who said the thing about like his opponent's children, right? Like, there are so much worse things going on.
You know how many even Teslas the young were destroyed in all of the burning Teslas thing?
Probably like only 10 in total. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
When I googled last, it was 7.
7? Yeah.
Every Tesla in the country got fucking destroyed. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure like half of them have been fucking recalled. But
yeah, I mean, there was an entire arc that Asmongold went through where he was just nonstop watching people keying Teslas. Like, that was literally like propaganda 101. It's crazy.
I'm sorry, having conversations, fantasizing about killing people he's running against.
You know what? I like Hassan because at least he admits that he does propaganda. Okay, all right. Asmongold can't even admit it. Okay,
politically, right? The difference between, like, I think that myself and people like him is that I can easily say January 6th was a bad thing. It was awful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you would then excuse Trump when it comes to pardoning everybody who's associated with January 6th. Like, you're not even bringing it up in any kind of meaningful way whatsoever. Like, it doesn't really mean anything for you to say, oh yeah, I was against January 6th. It's just like any other Republican saying, oh yeah, I am anti-violence. It means nothing. It means nothing if you're not willing to condemn everything that is also enabling future violence to take place, right?
Anyway. Like, the problem is that...
Because what does the pardoning mean? The pardoning means that, oh, well, as long as you just fucking keep on, like, trying to help Trump coup the government, then you'll forever be fucking covered for by Trump after he wins, right?
In a lot of cases, people like Kyle are unwilling to cede any ground.
No one touched my Tesla? Well, because Stumbling, you're such a nice person, and nobody would ever hurt a sweetheart like you, okay? All right?
Or to look at anything objectively. They see everything through the lens of what their side wants, and they're not looking at it in any sort of an objective or realistic way. Obviously, January 6th was bad. Now, I think that it was very clearly misrepresented. And if you don't think so, then, maybe the BBC should hire you as a lawyer, because they admitted that it was misrepresented and apologized for it. So very clearly, it was misrepresented. But even in its best representation, it was still bad.
Stay psych right now. Stay psych.
But you don't
right
need
now.
to come up with excuses for it. This is the problem. And that's the whole point that I'm making.
Wow.
That was the entire point of my clip, is that whenever Republicans, like what I was saying, do something bad, like January 6th, people like me, at least, call it out and say, hey, that was pretty bad. You should.
Yeah, but you don't even represent the majority of Republicans. Like, most Republicans won't even admit that January 6th was an insurrection, nor was it bad. And they'll go to excuses like, oh my God, it was the CIA or the FBI that was instigating January 6th in the first place. Yeah, like you're not even, the reason why your January 6th take was notable in the first place, by the nature of it being notable, it's notable because that isn't the majority opinion. Yeah, anyway.
Do that. I didn't see that happen with Tesla.
Most Teslas that were harmed, I believe, were at dealerships. I mean, it just sounds like if there were 7 fucking Teslas being blown up, like obviously it was at that one fucking video of that one Tesla dealership of the blowing up of 7 Teslas. Okay, like,
I don't see that happen with Jay Jones. How about that? Very interesting.
Well, I mean, he got elected, right? Isn't that what everybody says for Trump? As long as he gets elected, he's chosen by the people. Who the fuck cares, right? Good one.
He was asking politicians not to certify Joe Biden.
Yes.
That's insane. That is insane. And
Jesus.
so they
Do you
do
know
extreme
Fuentes
shit.
is banned on Twitch, or did he get unbanned? Do you have an idea?
Huh?
What his channel
He got
name was?
unbanned?
Did
Yeah,
he?
what is
Do you
his...
know what his channel name was?
No, I don't know. I don't know. What is his channel name?
I don't know. Sorry, I just yeah.
What? Oh, I mean, it's probably something about Jewish people. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know.
They do the crazy shit.
To be fair, this was after 4 years of
Sorry,
them trying to delegitimize Trump's presidency by him being connected to Russia. This happened even before he became president, that they were trying to delegitimize him. So I don't think that 2020, the election there,
Okay, the reason why the fucking Russiagate thing didn't like investigate Trump, like they because they were afraid. Well, I don't know. No, they did investigate Trump, but the reason why Mueller didn't want to go any further was because he was afraid of like establishing some kind of precedent, or like he questioned like, oh my God, if I reveal that the president right now is some kind of Russian spy or a Russian double agent or some shit like that, I don't know what would happen to our democracy. I don't know if this is a realm that this is a domain that we want to go into where we're like arresting the president. He doesn't want to be the person in charge of that. I mean, obviously in hindsight, I think that was a mistake in my opinion. However, at the same time, whenever people say, oh yeah, it was like the Russian hoax or something, that's just incorrect. There were like literally everybody who was close to Trump was found to be guilty, arrested, and fucking interrogated. So, yeah, I mean,
I don't think that was the culmination of election denial. I think that it started with Donald Trump. Now, in I'd say 2012, like when was the last election? I guess 2000 was a little bit uncertain because of the hanging Chad thing with like Gore and Bush. But overall, before that, I mean, I feel like most elections, people pretty much accepted them. But I would say that even with denying the election, there was, remember the hashtag not my president?
Gore and Bush isn't even close to the same, but
where people were saying that, oh, he's just, got elected because of Russia. So really, I mean, while I do say that January 6th was
in a way, that's true, right? Because if you consider foreign powers meddling in United States elections, it isn't because they're actually hacking the voting machines. It's because they are using bots and like spreading Russian propaganda constantly on social media and creating the death of truth, right? Because as long as there is no such thing as an objective reality, then there is no need. There's no need to regard anything anymore, and that kind of instability is exactly what foreign governments go for, right? Like you'll like you guys will know how effective things are when you go out and talk to anybody who are like, well, I don't know if that's true. There's just so much fake shit on everything these days. There's just so much fake. There's so much fake shit. Well, stop. There's so much fake shit, but there is most definitely ways that you can figure out things to be true. But the way that people treat the truth now is that truth just means nothing. It's all perspectives. Nothing is true. It's all perspectives. So it's like, yeah, like the death of truth is perhaps the greatest evil. So yeah, that's what all the foreign governments were aiming for. Is pretty putrid.
Bad thing.
Sad.
I don't
Do you
think
think
that
Crunchyroll is the best anime streaming thing?
Sorry, what?
Do you think Crunchyroll is any good to have?
I've only heard bad things about it. Why?
Why would people normally watch anime if they want to watch anime?
I don't know. They just fucking pirate it.
Cringe.
But I'm just saying that's what people do. Although, I mean, you have enough money to support it, so you should buy a subscription. I mean, there are plenty of animes on fucking Netflix. It's not the same. Okay, I'm sorry, it's not the same. But I don't know. There's like from different places. It's not like one platform, I think.
Republicans did not invent election denial. I think that
Yeah, exactly. Someone said from chat, just got Crunchyroll, okay? It won't harm you.
Democrats at that point had spent 4 years doing it with Donald Trump to begin with.
Basic level research and reading books. No, reading books is gay, okay? Stop. You don't need to read books to get objective fact, all right? Although, to be honest, like, the whole world would be way better. Like, bro, just Google it and click on the first link. It's not that hard. I feel like if everybody, like, used ChatGPT, even then, it would be a far more informed world. Yeah, I don't know. Because people don't even use ChatGPT to ask questions. All they do is scroll down their fucking Twitter feed and like get whatever they find there.
And it turned out that all that, by the way, was bullshit. He will not divide us. Yep, there it is.
But somehow, we're the problem?
Really weird how he's celebrating ACA while also celebrating the assassination.
You were close until ChatGPT? Okay. For as much as people clown on ChatGPT, I'm sorry, but ChatGPT is correct like 90% of the time, okay? 90 to 95% of the time. It doesn't even matter whether or not they're like representing things accurately or not. Because all I know is that at least ChatGPT is better than your average Twitter feed, okay? Like straight up. Your average Facebook feed, your average Twitter feed is far worse than anything you ask ChatGPT for, like straight up, okay? It's not even a deniable fact.
Of a CEO who benefited the most from things like ACA. I don't know if he celebrated the Luigi stuff. I have no idea.
Then why you never asked ChatGPT for anything? Why do you think, dude, I'm sorry, what do you think I was doing every single time I'm like actually searching up something on stream that I was unsure about? I was Googling it. I wasn't using ChatGPT verbatim, but like obviously I was fucking Googling it.
We're the ones who never fucking criticize our own? Are you kidding me? How quickly do Democrats throw each other under the bus?
Not quickly enough with Jay Jones, for example, and that one just happened. Yeah, you can go back and find an example of something stupid that happened during Obama, but I can go back a week ago and find something stupid that you guys did. That's the problem.
Remember Al Franken? Al Franken was a senator. There was a picture that he took where he was like fake grabbing somebody's titty while they were sleeping. That picture came out. He used to be a comedian, by the way. He didn't actually touch the woman.
While they were sleeping, wasn't she like just standing there? Was she sleeping?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure. But you know what? Crazy Slick mentioned, okay? I was going to make a Crazy Slick joke. They interrupted me. I'm kidding, joking. Wait, sorry, I wasn't even paying attention.
She was sitting, but I think she was sleeping. Okay, never mind.
No. Wait, what? Wait, hold on.
And find something stupid that you guys did. That's the problem.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I need to re-listen.
Remember Al Franken? Al Franken was a senator. There was a picture that he took where he was like fake.
Oh, never mind. Okay, shit. Okay, I was like, okay, I thought what I did was that I referenced Adriana Lee, but then I thought that he was literally talking about Adriana Lee, so I thought I was gonna have to go and correct
grabbing
myself.
Somebody's titty while they were sleeping. That picture came out. He used to be a comedian, by the way. He didn't actually touch the woman, but it was like fake grabbing the titty and like laughing at it and joking about it. He had to fucking resign because other Democrats threw him immediately under the bus. Are you out of your minds? I keep saying minds. Are you out of your mind? I mean, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Nothing could be further from the truth. It was Donald Trump who came along, and he sort of defined this idea of be a bull in a china shop. Never fucking apologize. Always plow through.
He did apologize for the grab her by the pussy thing. He did apologize for that, but I don't think he meant it. But he did apologize.
And then eventually people just move on, and you're.
I mean, did he? I don't know. I actually do not know.
What the fuck is he referring to?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know anything about this situation. So yeah. I mean, what? What do you know? Just Google search it real quick, okay?
Good. So he started that. We're just getting to the time now where Democrats are.
There's no way though. Wait, what is this?
Oh, he did.
Oh, Donald Trump apologized. Oh shit, he did. Yeah.
2016. Huh.
Oh, 2016. Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you, Radiant. You're useful. Once.
Finally catching up.
I don't really think that's entirely true. I feel like Hillary Clinton.
Where the fuck is this guy at? What the fuck?
What?
This guy? Who is this guy? I said it. I was wrong. I apologize. Where the fuck was this guy at? Holy shit, it's a totally different person.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Yeah.
said a number of bad things about Trump voters as well. Like, it's pretty common.
Up to that, right? That's just starting to happen now. And thank fucking God it is. Because here's the deal. We can only have civility and decorum if both sides agree to civility and...
Hey, Destiny, what do you think is a cool name? Like, if you were to name a kid, like, what do you think is a cool name?
Bartholomew.
Okay, mine's Calum, okay? But yeah, and probably Caden, Calum, John. Probably not John, but...
Oh.
It's that simple. As soon as the Republicans go, fuck you, then we have to say fuck you back. It's like with the gerrymandering fight. Okay. By the way, Asmon, who's the one that gerrymandered first? It was Texas and the Republicans that said, we're just going to gerrymander and steal a bunch of
about the recent one.
Democratic seats and turn them Republican.
Well, I mean, wait a minute. Stealing? Gerrymander is fundamentally fucking stealing, by the way. And both Democrats and Republicans do this. They've been doing this for fucking ever.
Greg Abbott did that because Trump told him to do that. And then
True, and he should have done it. And all the other Republican states should do it too.
That had to happen before fucking you had Newsom step up and say, all right, if you're going to do that, then we're going to counter gerrymander in California.
Which, by the way, this is a shadow argument that he's fighting against. I never criticized Gavin Newsom for doing that. I never said that. Of course I understand why he'd want to do that. Of course you're going to want to consolidate power for your side.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Obviously. Yeah, I was never even against it. So I didn't even say that. That's not even it.
Newsom didn't start that. The Democrats didn't start that. Republicans started that. We responded in kind. Democrats.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you guys want to do Proposition 50? That's fine. Yeah, okay.
What about a girl name? First name? Okay, the first name would be Gigi. Like Gigi, and then the last name would be Retsu, okay? Retsu. Fuck taking on your last name. Fuck that shit, okay?
Sure.
Cool. Just come up with your own fucking last name.
I think that's fair.
And liberals and leftists responded in kind.
Yeah.
So he has it exactly wrong. He has it exactly...
That's not even what I'm saying.
Exactly backwards. These motherfuckers are unhinged and out of control and radical, and because of that, we have been dragged...
Oh yeah. Martin and Shaw are also really good first names, okay?
Dragged into having to do the same to keep things even Stevens.
You're completely right.
No, no gender neutral names.
Yeah.
Like, or not gender neutral, actually. There are guys with girl names, like Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Morgan, for guys, no.
But a guy named Morgan would be pretty cool, no?
No.
Okay, I see how it is.
All of the Republican crash outs, all of the massive protests that Republicans are having, destroying, throwing bricks at people at ICE, trying to get in front of the cars, screaming at them, destroying property. Again, going back to the BLM riots, burning down Teslas, killing Charlie Kirk. I mean, there were 2 assassinations on Trump as well, or at least attempts. I mean, at what point do you really, how long can this go on for, guys? How long can we just keep making up bullshit? The ICE attacks. Yeah, exactly. What is going on with this?
Because if they're going to gerrymander, we say we're not going to do it on principle, then they just
Nobody said that. Nobody. This is the argument that I never made.
Everything, period, as far as the eye can see. In a very weird way, once the other side starts cheating, in order to make it more fair, you also have to start cheating. Once they start being insane, to keep it fair, you also have to be equally insane in the opposite direction.
Okay. But let's be honest, Kyle. You guys were going to be insane no matter what. It might be convenient that Republicans do some things that are insane, but you were going to be insane anyway, all right? Let's be real.
Okay, dude.
Like, it's the only way to do it. And again, he flips it and pretends like it's the Democrats who are totally unhinged, and that made the Republicans radicalized. Get the fuck out of here. Also...
I think if you want to talk about a policy decision that's, like, very unhinged that makes people radicalized, I think that a good example of that is the trans in sports.
Oh my god! What is that a policy?
Yeah, what is the policy there?
Oh! I'm sorry, okay, I'm being too loud, okay? My housemate is gonna get mad. Dude. Bro,
unbelievable.
I can't do this. I just cannot do this, bro.
Like, it feels like a fucking, like a retard busted in this guy's fucking ear, and the fucking autism was an STD or something. It's actually unreal how infected this dude's mind is. He's like an actual MAGA machine. Like, he went through a manufacturing plant and came out like a mass-produced MAGA messenger. He has every single talking point. It's fucking crazy.
Dude, the trans in sports policy? Oh my god, I would be fucking shocked if Trump even passed one policy, like one bill or one fucking like set of legislation. Like, oh my god. If there's anything that he could push through, dude, it's so crazy to me. Oh my god, just kill me.
So, especially also like trans kids using bathrooms. Now, you can make.
What the fuck? Oh my. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was in the fucking microchips shit. I didn't know that was in the fucking Build Back Better plan.
Make an argument that this isn't really a big issue, but if it's not a big issue, then why are you fighting it so much? So I think that.
You're right, Asmongold. There's no such thing as bad faith actors. There's only issues that need more attention, okay?
That's a radicalization.
Like, comment, subscribe. Guys, true, okay? If you guys want to support the stream, if you guys support Destiny coming onto the stream, you guys should donate, okay? Support your local streamer. Just remember, okay, if I was not here, then you wouldn't be getting this extra Destiny content, okay? So please consider donating, okay? That's it. All right. I don't expect anyone from DGG to do that, okay? Because they're a bunch of lame losers, okay? Who are sexist, misogynist, losers, whose only line of jokes come from watching Destiny, okay? Losers, all right? You're welcome, okay? My chat, my audience is far better, okay? DGGers who knew that DG chat fucking sucks. Okay.
An issue that does affect average people, that makes people think that Democrats are ideologues and disconnected from reality. So if you're trying to make an argument that, for example, biological men should compete with biological women in sports, especially in, high school sports or middle school.
Also, worst of all, DGG chat has Dan in it. God.
Sports. You're really kind of, this is, in my opinion.
By the way, just FYI, Dan sucks.
That argument is of the same validity of flat Earth. This is a flat Earth argument. So if a person gives an argument like that, it is so radical and so extreme and so devoid of any logic, rationality, biology, science, or even common sense that you have to assume that this person.
I stand for Dan. You stand for Dan, and Dan stands you for standing for him as long as you're on his side, okay? Because the moment that you say a single insult or any kind of personal attack or any kind of stupid fucking shit, not even ideological difference, okay? He will be so stupid and be so moronic and ruin everything for everybody.
Since mental facilities are compromised and you can't trust other things that they're going to say.
Listen, just ask Dan to go after Asmongold. He won't do it. Do you know why? Because Asmongold is anti-Hisson, okay? Even though Asmongold does all the fucking crazy Twitch TOS breaking shit as well, okay? He needs to do both. Otherwise, he has double standards.
That's the big difference. And so I think he's using examples of policy things, and the examples he used were bad. But I'll give him an example that actually does make sense, that does radicalize, I think, Republicans in a lot of cases. And I think that's a great example of it. And so, that's one of the things that I think people see that, and they're like, what the fuck? This is so crazy. This is so extreme. Nobody could actually believe this. And then they go all the way. That's it. I just don't see how wanting to remove people who are here illegally is the same as trying to hurt people who are just doing their job fulfilling that. Well, it's because, so you have to understand that Kyle would never want an illegal immigrant or somebody living in his house without his permission. I don't think he would want that. However,
literally nobody wants that, but it's the fucking United States. It's okay if they're fucking living in the same fucking country. Living in the same fucking country isn't the same as living on... Oh my... You know what? I'm not gonna explain this, because I know that Asmongold is smarter than this, and he's just not using his brain. Or he's lying, which I have also accepted as a large possibility, because he's raised over fucking $300,000 for Ukraine, but now he's fucking... now whenever Trump tells him that Now, whenever Trump tells him that Zelensky is bad during that fucking White House fucking meeting, he instantly starts criticizing Zelensky. Great one, okay?
He has no...
That 300K from Ukraine is really going places.
Problem letting people live in other areas that he's probably has nothing to do with. Kyle's a relatively successful YouTube guy. He does well for himself. I'm sure he makes a lot of money. And he probably lives in an area where there is a minimal amount of friction that's been caused by illegal migration. And he also has a job that is in no risk of being displaced by illegal migration either. So really, you have somebody who's totally disconnected from this issue.
What says him? Excuse me? Is an illegal migrant coming to replace your job, Asmongold? Do you need to rely on the ACA? Do you need to rely on food stamps in any way? Okay, dude. All right, I see how it is. Okay.
That is telling other people that they should necessarily they should deal with it, right? And so this is the person you're watching, by the way. Who is this?
So stupid.
This land is by the Colorado border plain. It's pretty cool. I have no idea why it looks like this. It's called farming. What? Wow. Can you believe that? Oh, God. Yeah, this is the guy. Yep, there he is. Oh, jeez.
Nice. There's probably like 50 trillion other tweets that we can pull up about Asmongold. That's like far worse, but okay, dude.
What a guy, huh? How about that?
Wow, what a guy.
Your account,
right.
yeah. So I hope he's farming now. Maybe he's learned.
Seem like, you know, like Republicans are put upon to have to condemn a Republican group chat where they were like loving Hitler. Like that should be easy. That should be a low fucking bar, bro.
Yeah, not as low as wanting to, you know, have the kids of people that you disagree with politically be killed. No, I think loving Hitler is bad. Absolutely, it's bad. But if you're not willing to condemn somebody who fantasizes about having the children of his political opponents killed, then how can you?
You know what? I'm even shocked. I'm even shocked that, you know what? No, I'm not surprised, okay? Asmongold even saying, like, liking Hitler is wrong is so... Is the fact that even I breathe a sigh of relief after that one shows that the state of politics is so cucked. Because he is a Nick Fuentes fan, all right? Asmongold... Okay, listen, I think I would call Asmongold a groiper at this point. Yes, I think I would call Asmongold. If he tries to nominate like Nick Fuentes for some kind of like fucking streamer awards, how is that not a groiper? Like that's just the fucking groiper, or at least no different from one. Yeah, I don't know. This is stupid.
You expect anybody else to capitulate to what you want? I mean, what are we doing here? It's a joke, yeah.
We
and
do
also,
be making
all those
points.
people, here's what's funny about it, is that all of those people from that group were removed. They were removed from that, I think it was like a Young Republican Society or something like that. They were all removed.
Okay. I thought he wasn't going to address
joke,
it.
they got removed. For telling the truth in private, Jay Jones got elected to Attorney General. Well, I think that we have a problem here.
But
The problem is voting? For any of the Young Republicans candidates for a government role? Surely an elected position is different from being employed under like a W-2 or some shit, right? Or being a part of an organization that you may not even be fucking employed through. Like what are you even talking about?
I love you. I gotta really
For them, it's not-
be careful.
Okay, bye, love you. Okay, I got in that one this time, okay? Thank God. Alright. Last time he didn't hear, okay?
You have all these conservatives that are saying... When did he defend Jay Jones? Well, that's the main person I'm talking about, right? And it was in the context of that. This crazy stuff, and there's never a point of moral authority that, you know, any liberal can have when you're the one justifying, you know, shutting down a college, or you're the one justifying being violent to an officer, or you're confused. I'm talking about the, like, whenever the pro-Palestine protesters came to, like, places like UCLA, and they were violent towards other people that were trying to just do their work. They blocked access to certain buildings, they destroyed property, and they didn't follow police orders. That was, I know you might be confused by that, but that's what I was discussing. The one justifying, you know, destroying property, somebody's car, something like that. They all got blacklisted and fired from their jobs. Yes, but I understand that structurally, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happened to them. What matters is how the public perceives it. And I think that this is continuing to become the case. I think that any conservative at this point...
I wonder if Pixie lawyers have been stream stalking? What? Of course. Like, do you even need to ask that? Like, if they weren't stream stalking in the first place, they wouldn't have gotten the fucking audio of, like, Destiny complaining about the Microsoft Excel, right?
Should totally stop purity testing, because left-wing people don't purity test themselves. And if... He's so mad. Okay, all right, let's hear it. Okay, here we go.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
The extent to which this guy has no fucking idea what he's talking about, it's like he
Okay, I get it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm an idiot. I'm a big stupid. Okay, let's hear why.
You're stupid. I mean, you might as well accept it, right? It's not like Asmongold shies away from like the aesthetic of being a retard. Asmongold readily embraces it. He readily embraces the perception that he is a retard and he doesn't know what he's talking about and he just wants authoritarianism, right? Well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You present yourself as a retard, an unkempt, neck-bearded retard, but now you're getting mad because Kyle Kalinske is rightfully calling you the aesthetic that you've been trying to put up this entire time?
into
Okay,
politics
dude.
7 seconds ago.
Good one.
Like literally just 7 seconds ago, he was like, politics, what's that? I have opinions on it.
Great.
What
Let's
is
hear
it?
yours.
You don't know what you're talking about. You know don't know what you're talking about. That's the thing that gets me. Is
Well, here's what I think is very interesting. Even using his own argumentation, doesn't that make him look kind of stupid? Is that even from somebody who's been involved in politics for 17 seconds, even they can tell that there's obviously a massive discrepancy here.
How come is that they have that? Because they failed 10 times filing it correct and didn't deliver a USB drive yet? Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't even have it, considering how retarded they are. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if they, like, didn't even record it in the first place. They didn't even A-log it in the first place, even though you're supposed to do that. Like, if you want to fucking lawsuit in the first... Like, fuck. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I don't know.
There's obviously a huge double standard that's at play.
So stupid.
And I think the whole country can see it. So maybe...
He didn't say it back? Well, because he's the one that said it first.
You're too involved. Maybe you're in too deep, and you're not able to just see the reality of it.
Okay.
Some of your chatter's calling you wrong? Yeah. Well, maybe this is where they learned it from. He also commented on Jay Jones, immediately dismissing it.
It was about mass shootings and it was about his opponent's kids. It was like the only way they'd understand the pain of that is if their kids got killed, right? Basically saying like, you're not...
That's not what he said.
Typical Republican, you're not going to support legislation to, change everybody's reality when it comes to gun violence unless and until it impacts you. So Republicans lied about that and pretended like he wants to murder the kid of his opponent. That's bullshit. Everybody knows that's bullshit. But that's what they ran with. And the texts were so bad that people thought, well, this will be a layup for Republicans. Wrong. So the betting markets had the Republican favorite to win for so fucking long. And literally just last night as the results started rolling in, boom.
Why are you saying this about Jay Jones when Trump has said way worse about specific fucking people and he's actually acted upon it? Like, what the fuck? What kind of world are we living in right now? Have you seen the hilarious video of Tim Pool claiming people won't care about the Epstein files as he was on Fox News talking to Jesse Watt? I mean, to be fair, none of us thought that people would care about the Epstein files, right? If that makes sense. I mean, it's like sweet, I guess, considering the irony of that statement now. But just know that, like, I probably would have agreed with him, to be honest, right? You're really telling me that people are gonna suddenly start caring about sexual assault after Trump got elected? Twice?
Flipped. And then Jay Jones ended up winning. That really...
Well, I guess that sure proves me wrong. Wow.
I was surprised too.
Yeah, that's totally not what I was talking about at all, right, guys? Yeah, we saw the text messages.
I know he knows. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
You allow other people to create the optic. By the way, just total aside about how I don't know what I'm talking about at all. Literally no examples, no reason for saying this, just that I'm stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about. Like,
he's literally been stating that the entire time, right? Like the entire time. It's not like he hasn't provided reasonings. He's been providing reasonings throughout the entire coverage of your video, Asmongold, right? Like, to be entirely clear, Kyle Kalinske was providing the reasoning the entire time. But it's just that you disagree with the facts that he is stating. You disagree with that. You disagree with that. That's it. You literally disagree with that. That's it. It isn't that he hasn't provided any reasoning and he's just making fun of you. This is so stupid, dude. Like, he's just, like, so confidently wrong. Asmongold is just confidently wrong. It's so stupid.
I guess either my chatters learned it from him or he learned it from my chatters. Doesn't even address what I said. No, he doesn't even address it. For you, all you're doing is you're allowing your enemy to define how you lose. And basically, you can see how they had no problem voting for Jay Jones, right? This is a guy that like fantasized about killing, his political opponent's children.
He wasn't. That's a fucking lie. You're lying. You're lying. He's.
All right.
I like how now the new Google search for dude, just kill me, dude. Just end me. Oh my god, I can't do this anymore. I think I need to stop right here. The fact that Asmongold is searching on Twitter.com in order to get his information about Jay Jones is I can't do this. I actually cannot do this. I don't think I can't do this. I just can't do this, dude. I can't do this. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't do this. Okay, I can't do this. I've hit my limit for today, okay? For mental retardation. I'll save this, okay? I can't believe he's using Twitter search as Google search. It's not. I can't do it anymore. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't do it. Okay, I can't. I cannot.